Don't move. I want you to look down at your legs. In the next 30 seconds, you are going to know exactly how well your blood is moving, or where it's getting stuck. No fancy equipment, no doctor's fees, just 5 honest questions. You start with a perfect score of 5. For every clue that sounds familiar, subtract 1 point. Number 1, the thermostat check. Are your toes freezing even when the room is 72 degrees? -1. That means your biological plumbing is struggling to push warm blood to the end of the line. Number 2, the gravity tax. By 6 p.m., do your legs feel like they're encased in concrete? -1. Your blood is pooling down there because the return valves are failing to fight against gravity. Number 3, the ankle ring. You take your socks off at night and see deep, tight indentations in the skin. -1. This is called edema. It's fluid literally leaking out of your high-pressure veins into the surrounding tissue. Number 4, if you have a sudden, sharp cramp in your calf that jolts you out of a dead sleep. -1. Listen, a cramp is just your muscle screaming for oxygen, and oxygen only has one delivery route, your blood flow. Number 5, tiny purple webs or bulging blue rivers showing up on your calves that weren't there a few years ago. -1. Okay, got your score? If you're at a 4 or 5, your system is strong. Let's lock that in today. But if you scored a 3, a 2, or even a 0, listen closely. Do not panic. The mainstream approach might just hand you a compression sock or a water pill and send you home. But that's like putting a bucket under a leaky pipe instead of fixing the pressure problem. We're going to fix the system itself. I've sat across from people who scored a 0 on this, and I've watched them, weeks later, walk out of my office with a different kind of look on their face. Not cured, but lighter, moving like their bodies stopped fighting them. Before we do that, pause this video. Drop your day 0 score in the comments right now, because in exactly 2 weeks, I want you to come back to that exact comment and report your new score. Today, I'm going to show you how to manually reboot this system. We're going to use 3 simple seated movements to activate what cardiologists call your second heart, the hidden mechanical pump right inside your calf muscles. I'm Dr. Grant, and welcome to Lazy Senior Tips. Let's dive right in. Before we can fix this, you have to understand exactly why your legs feel like they are failing you. It is a biological battle against gravity. Listen, your main heart is an incredible pump, but it only does half the work. Pumping fresh blood down to your toes is the easy part because gravity does the heavy lifting. The real nightmare for your cardiovascular system is the return trip. Your body has to forcefully push all that heavy fluid 4 feet straight up toward your chest. To make this happen, your leg veins are lined with thousands of tiny one-way check valves. Think of them as biological trap doors. They open up to let the blood travel higher, and they immediately snap shut so the fluid doesn't drop right back down to your ankles. But here's what happens as we get older, or if you sit at a desk all day. Those trap doors become weak and floppy. Blood starts leaking backward, creating a massive pressure buildup deep inside your lower legs. This hidden pressure is the exact reason you get the swelling, the spider veins, and that exhausting lead-like feeling in your calves by the end of the day. Now, here is the secret that the mainstream medical system rarely talks about. Your heart is simply not strong enough to vacuum that blood back up on its own. It's physically impossible. It requires a partner. Cardiologists actually refer to your calf muscle as your second heart. When this muscle contracts, it acts like a high-pressure piston. It physically squeezes the deep veins, shooting the blood upward and slamming those floppy valves shut. It is the most powerful mechanical force your body has to reset your lower circulation. Here's the thing. When you sit in a chair for hours, you are pulling the plug on that second heart. It is completely turned off. In fact, research shows that sitting for just 1 hour begins to measurably slow your blood flow. And the longer you sit, the worse it gets. Your blood goes from a flowing river to stagnant sludge. And a stagnant environment is exactly where deep tissue inflammation starts and where dangerous clots can form. But I have some great news. You only need about 20 to 30 seconds of the right mechanical stress to flip the switch and get this biological plumbing running at full capacity again. Let's wake it up, starting with movement number 3, the toll booth squeeze. Listen, if you don't open the main pathway at your hips first, the blood from your legs has absolutely nowhere to go. You're just pushing fluid into a brick wall. Grab a firm chair right now. Not a squishy recliner, something solid. Plant your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart, and sit up tall. Now, without moving your feet or your knees, squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Pretend you have a thick pillow trapped between your knees and you are trying to crush it. Hold that tension and count out loud with me. 1, 2, 3. Exhale and let everything go completely loose. I want you to repeat this slow squeeze 10 times. But here is a crucial warning. A lot of people try to cheat this by tensing their lower back or driving their heels hard into the floor. Do not do that. Keep your upper body and your feet totally relaxed. If you can't isolate the right muscles, grab a rolled up bath towel. Put it right between your knees and physically crush it. Your nervous system will instantly fire up the correct pathways. I've seen this hundreds of times. People do the first rep, look up at me, and say, "I'm not sure I'm doing anything." And I tell them, that confusion is the whole point. Your brain hasn't talked to those muscles in years. Keep going. By rep 5, you'll feel it. And whatever you do, do not hold your breath. Holding your breath under strain can spike your blood pressure. That's exactly why I want you counting out loud. If you're speaking, your body is forced to breathe. Remember, your joints shouldn't be moving here. If your hips or knees hurt, you're twisting. Just relax and let the muscle do the work. Now that we've unlocked the toll booth at your pelvis, let's move down. Movement number 2, the windshield wiper. This is how we gently wring out the lower legs without destroying your knees. Keep your heels anchored to the floor. Do not lift them. Lift just your toes about half an inch into the air. Fan them outward to the sides, then sweep them inward so they point together. Out and in, just like the wipers on your windshield. The standard, outdated advice is just to pump your feet up and down. But when you rotate them side to side, you are physically twisting the deep fascia and the calf muscle. You are literally wringing out those deep veins like a wet sponge. It forces that trapped, pressurized fluid right out of the tissue. Do this gentle sweep for 30 seconds. If your ankles are stiff, don't force a massive movement. A tiny micro sweep is perfectly fine, as long as those heels stay planted. Finally, we reach the master switch. Movement number 1, the seesaw pump. Keep your feet flat. First, yank your toes up toward the ceiling as high as you possibly can while keeping the heels down. You'll feel a deep stretch in the back of the leg. Now, slap the toes down and instantly drive your heels high into the air. Toes up, then heels up. You're rocking back and forth. When the toes go up, you fire the shin muscles. When the heels go up, you trigger that second heart in your calf. You just created a biological double action pump. It completely overrides gravity. Keep this mechanical rhythm going for 60 seconds. No need to rush, just a steady, ticking beat. You can do this watching the evening news or sitting at the dinner table. If you start feeling a dull, warm burn deep in your lower legs, do not stop. That burn is exactly what we want. It means the stagnant sludge is finally flushing out, and fresh, oxygen-rich blood is rushing back into the tissue. I'll be honest with you, almost everyone who tries this for the first time thinks it's too easy. I've had people stop at 20 seconds and say, "That's it?" Then I tell them to keep going. By the time that burn hits, they stop asking questions. Now that we have the mechanical pump working, we need to address the fluid itself. I'm going to give you 3 biological multipliers that will make those exercises work twice as fast. Number 1, the front-loading trick. Most people have their hydration completely backward. They run dry all morning, then try to catch up by chugging water after dinner. This is a disaster for your system. You are essentially flooding your plumbing right before you lie flat, which guarantees a 3 a.m. bathroom trip and swollen ankles by sunrise. The fix? Front load. Drink the majority of your water before 2 p.m. It naturally keeps your blood flowing more easily when you are upright and fighting gravity, making your second heart's job much easier. Number 2, stop kinking the hose. Crossing your legs at the knee is one of the most damaging habits for your vein health. You are putting direct pressure on the popliteal vein, the main return highway behind your knee. It is exactly like stepping on a running garden hose. Research confirms that this posture slows venous return and can cause blood to pool below the compression point. If you have to cross your legs, cross them low at the ankles. Keep the highway open. Number 3, the nitric oxide trigger. The conventional medical system loves to hand out synthetic blood thinners, but your body has a built-in vasodilator. Foods like arugula, spinach, and beets are loaded with natural nitrates, and this is not folk medicine. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who consumed beet juice before activity had measurably improved blood vessel dilation compared to when they didn't. Your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and open wider. Less resistance, better flow. This isn't a replacement for any medication your doctor has prescribed. Think of it as giving your system an extra edge. Here is my challenge to you. Commit to these 3 exercises once a day for the next 2 weeks. Set a reminder on your phone for 4 p.m. That's usually when fluid starts to accumulate the most. In 14 days, I want you to come back to this video and take the gravity test from the beginning again. I am willing to bet your feet will feel warmer. I bet that heavy lead feeling in your shins will be gone. And I bet those midnight cramps will have lost their grip on you. When you see those results, find your original comment down below and reply to it with your new score. Your progress isn't just a win for you, it's the inspiration someone else needs to start their own journey. Your legs have carried you through every single day of your life. They've taken you miles and stood with you through everything. Now it's your turn to carry them. I'm Dr. Grant, and this is Lazy Senior Tips, because staying mobile shouldn't have to feel like a second job. Walk easy. I'll see you in the next video.